Hello dear students, welcome to Devika's Commerce and Management Academy, Company Law we are discussing. So in Company Law we'll see a different topic, that is company secretaries, one of the important topic. You know that in every company you will find a secretary. So we call them as company secretary. One person or two persons will be appointed by the company most of the time. So what is the duty of this company secretary means they will be the helpful persons to the organization. So they will be taking care day-to-day transactions of the organization, and the finance department they will be taking care, and all the activities are going properly or not, conduction of the meeting, minutes of the meeting, and advisors to the management, because they are directly involved with the activities of the organization. They have very good understanding about the organization activities and everything. So that is why they will be guiding to the management also. So they are the responsible officers of any company. So we call them as company secretaries. Company secretaries can be different types. Anyway, this company secretary, secretary, that word is taken from Latin word secretarius. Secretarius means responsible officer. Secretarius, it's a Latin word. From this word we have taken secretary. So means responsible officer. If you see any company secretary, they'll be having a lot of work. They'll be having a lot of knowledge. They have to see the company activities and law and any kind of cases, meetings and activities, regular day-to-day work, everything they'll be taking care. That is why they have much command over the organization, company secretary. They'll have very good knowledge also. So that's about company secretary. If you see who is company secretary, means he is a principal officer of any organization. Principal officer, you can say confidential officer. Confidential officer means because he will be having lot of knowledge. So he will be giving the information to the management, and he will be getting the entire activities in a gist they will be getting. So that is why we call them as a principal officer or confidential officer. What do they do? Supporting mainly the management. So they'll be working for the management, they'll be giving information to the management, they'll be giving advices to the management. So that is why we say supporting management, and it includes activities using various project management, different project managements they'll be using in every angle they'll see, and also communication and organizational skills they'll be having a very good communication, organization skills, how to handle the things, how to manage the things. So all these things they'll be having. That is why we call them as company secretary, who's having much responsibility about any organization. So if you see company secretaries, 6 types of company secretaries are there. That's we call it as types of secretaries. In types of secretaries, if you see, it's not mandatory always by the government official. Unofficial also we can appoint some secretaries. Especially great people, they always keep secretary, one secretary. So he'll be handling all the organization, all the activities of that particular person or particular organization. So it can be private or public, it can be anything. So anyway, types of secretaries 6. First one is that private secretary. Just now I'm talking. So private secretary means maximum work of this private secretary is that correspondence and other personal works. Correspondence and other personal works like banking transactions, meetings, handling the banking transactions of that particular person or particular company, particular organization. So that banking transaction they'll be taking care, and also conduction of the meetings, like when they wanted to meet any particular person, when they want to invite some other persons for the meeting. So that is also going to be organized by the company secretaries only. So meetings and conduction of the parties and drafting reports and speeches, these are the activities of personal secretary. Who will have this personal secretary? You can see great personalities in the industries like big industries, and also politics, film actors, sports personalities, whose much famous legends, whose activities are a lot and they cannot handle all these things. So these people will appoint such kind of personal secretaries. It's for their convenient and to manage everything in a systematic way. For that purpose, you know, the duties also, all these things they'll take care. So that is why that's about personal secretary. And second one is that secretary of a club or association. Generally you can see some clubs who's having charitable things like Lions Club or Blood Donation Club or any other clubs, like even hospitals also there are some charitable hospitals, clubs, sports related, or giving some services to the society. That kind of clubs and organizations also, they can appoint secretary. That we call it as a secretary of a club or association. What do they do? So the main activity of this secretary who is appointed for charitable trust or club, their activities, that club activities they have to take care. So what is the aim of that club? Activities are going as per that ambition, that aim or not. So that activities, it has to run smoothly. If any kind of disputes, if any kind of interruptions, any kind of discontinuity, he has to take care. So club activities mainly, and conduction of the meeting between the club members, that is also he has to take care. So when should be the meeting, and whom we have to call for the meeting, and how will be the meeting, and after the meeting, minutes of the meeting, preparation of minutes of the meeting, what happened in the meeting, like decisions, revolutions and major changes, what they have discussed and what they wanted to implement, everything comes under the minutes of meeting. And also advice to committee members, because secretary is having much knowledge about the club and association. So he is having good knowledge, so he is going to advise to the committee members of the club. Okay, so these are the main activities of the secretary who is appointed for the club or association. This is generally private only. Next one, secretary of a cooperative society. Cooperative societies you will find a lot, like Patanjali Cooperative Society, means their main ambition is to give the service, but along with that it's not at the cost of free. So they charge something and from the society, but giving the main services to the society. So that kind of cooperative societies also, they can appoint secretary, because they cannot handle everything. So they'll be appointing a secretary to take care of that cooperative society. In general you can see finance organizations also, finance cooperative societies, they give the services to the people and also at the same time they work for the people. So they appoint secretary. So that secretary is going to take care of the cooperative society, entire society. Main thing is that maintaining proper records, whether the records are properly maintained or not, because company secretary is having the whole soul knowledge of every activity of the organization. So records are properly maintained or not, that is going to take care. And also conduction of the meeting. So when to conduct the meeting, to whom they have to call, conduction of the meeting, and what happened in the meeting, minutes of the meeting, and activities of the cooperative society. So that everything, if any legal dispute comes also, he is going to take care. So he is going to take care of the legal disputes, any kind of problems, issues. So these are all minimum duties of every secretary of cooperative society. In the same way, fourth one comes to secretary of a government department. If you see government departments like finance department, revenue department, irrigation department, like different departments are there. For all these departments, for every department, there will be a secretary. That department activities, only that particular, suppose irrigation department. So irrigation related all developments, one secretary who is going to take care. That secretary is going to work as a middleman between the management, top management ministers, top ministers and people. In between that he is going to work, and he is going to give guidance, and he is going to solve all the problems. So that kind of things are going to take care by the government, that is secretary of government department. Example, you can take secretary of finance department, secretary of education department, any department, revenue department, forest department, police department, defense department, like for every department there will be a secretary who is having command over that particular field. And what do they do? Their duty is here that day to day admin work they have to say, because it's a government organization. For every government organization, they have to be very careful about the government activities. Day to day admin work they have to see, and also coordination of various activities. That department related, that particular segment related various activities, he has to plan, he has to see that whether it's going smoothly or not, is there any interruptions, everything coordination, anything is there, any problem is there, that is the duty of the every secretary for the government department. That's about the government, secretary of a government department. Next one, secretary of local body. Local body means generally municipal corporations, panchayats, these people they appoint secretary. It's also government. So they appoint, and these people are going to work for the higher authority to the normal people. They'll be the mediators. So they are going to work. And what do they do means main duty is that preparation of the budget. So panchayat and government, municipal offices, all these things, budget they'll prepare. So they'll see the budgets are prepared properly or not, they'll give the guidance, they'll see each and every point of the budget, and also meetings, conduction of the meetings, and also draft meetings. So drafts they have to prepare, meetings conducted, and about that meetings, regarding the meetings, drafting and minutes of the meeting, everything is, it is the minimum duty of secretary of local body. And last one is that secretary of trade union. You know that different unions you will find in many organizations, especially big organizations, where their activities are huge, large number. So in such organization definitely union will be there. So secretary of trade union, that trade related trade, one secretary will be there. For that union one secretary will be there. So what they will do is here, they will protect the minimum rights and responsibilities and everything of that particular union. Union means labours only. So who are working in the organization, they are labours. Related to the labours, their rights, duties, responsibilities, if any dispute comes, everything is going to take care by this secretary. So that is secretary of trade union. And what is the duty of this secretary of this trade union is that, first of all, conduction of the meeting of the trade union members, and next meeting of the trade union members with the management, and sometimes meeting of the all the members of that organization with management. So conduction of that meetings to discuss about their problems, to give any suggestions, to take help or to propose anything for the management. For that purpose, conduction of the meeting is the duty of the trade union secretary. And also records, maintaining the proper records and accounts, whether accounts are properly maintained or not, that is also he has to check. And if there is any kind of disputes between the management to labours, and dispute between the labours, any kind of problems, disputes are the main important aspect where they have to solve, where they have to focus. So regarding the disputes and negotiations, when there is any dispute, they will be talking to the management. When they talk to the management, negotiations, like what are the desires of the labours and what management want to do. In between them some negotiations are possible. That negotiations is the minimum responsibility of this trade union secretary. That's all. So you can take a screenshot. So this is about the introduction of company secretary. Got an understanding? In every organization there will be a secretary. So that secretary minimum duty is here to become a responsible officer and to conduct the day-to-day activities and to give the suggestions to the management, to take care of the organization financial aspects and organizational activities, everything is going smoothly or not, is there any disputes, civil, criminal, any kind of cases comes, it is the duty of the secretary to handle everything. So these people are having a lot of plenty of vast knowledge, and we have discussed today the types of secretaries. What are the types? Private secretary, secretary of club or association, secretary of cooperative society, secretary of government department, secretary of local department, secretary of trade union. 6 we have discussed. In the coming classes we will see some more topics related to the company secretary, so that you will get a good knowledge. By the way, there are many subjects which already prepared in the playlist, systematically arranged in playlist. Please check it out, or you can check out description box. And whatever is useful as per your syllabus, please follow, and don't forget to recommend this channel to someone who wants to learn, who wants to improve their career. So my dear students, work hard, study well, and good luck.